Now I'm 14 at the time, dating this chick, and we dated for a good 7 months, 6 or 7 months. Let's just say 7 months, and then she stops talking to me for a different reason. It wasn't by her choice, but what was I gonna say? But during the dating period, like 7 months, it was all good, like complete goods, like no fights. We had fights, but it was not breaking up kind of fights. And at 14, what the fuck kind of fights you would be having anyway? But it was going so good that we were so comfortable doing cringe shit, and I didn't even think it was cringe at the time. So at 14, I didn't think it was cringe to have like imaginary families and stuff like role play stuff, right? And then in this role play thing, this imagination that we had going on. She and me and her, was married, right? And then we had a kid. We had a son, and then she named the son a particular name. Let's just say the name, right? And then this is during the 7 months of dating, and then something happens, and she stops talking to me, not by her choice, but she stops talking to me, and because we didn't have a breakup, I'm thinking like I'm still in it, right? It's wrong for me to just move on. Not like I had many choices anyway, but it's like definitively wrong for me to move on because we didn't have a closure. And then 3 months go by and I don't hear back from her. And I remember it was the 1 year that passed and she still hasn't come back, right? And then I start digging around. I've been digging around the whole time. Like it's been like a good 4 months. Like last time I heard from her, but I start digging around, and I find this fucking, I want to say, heart wrenching. Like it really gets to me. But it wasn't like a hammer. It wasn't super depressing or earth shattering or none of that. It was not a sudden impact. It was just like a collapse, like a complete collapse to a lower level, right? And here's what happened. So she's not talking to me, and then I realized that she, uh, I'm not gonna say it, but I figured out that she liked a guy, right? During dating me the entire 7 months, she liked a guy, and that guy didn't like her back, right? And she was so fucking like sad and depressed about it. It's not fucking depression at 14, but like she was massively sad about it that she cannot be with this guy, and so sad that she named our son, imaginary son, after that guy, right? So that guy, the exact name is our son, imaginary son, and the fucking 14-year-old me just had this fucking like down. It's not sudden. It's not like glass. Nothing. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Like let me explain it. Let me explain it this way. So people, different people live in this earth, right? It's one world, different people living. But like my world is not the same as your world. Like you're living somewhere else with your different problems, and somebody in a world like in Ukraine or in Russia, somebody in the battlefield, they're still in this world, but like their world is completely different. Does that make sense? Am I missing a word? I'm missing a word. I'm definitely missing a word. A reality. So it's one world, but it's different fucking realities, right? So I'm in a reality, and she's in a different reality. We're in a different reality, and somebody in a war is in a different reality. But sometimes you love somebody so much that this reality bubble of yours gets really close to hers or his or the other person that you love, and it's like a matrix. You know how matrix feeds you information, and because you got so close to that, some information starts leaking from her reality bubble to yours. And that's what happened to me, because at 14, what the fuck was my reality? Like at 14, I was rendering my reality at like fucking 360p, like lowest resolution possibly. Like you can see the fucking pixels, and it's like my reality was it's like a Roblox world, right? It's very edgy, it's very boxy, it's not very detailed, and like I'm in this fucking default Roblox tractor with the sunglass and like wide frame, and I'm just walking through the earth like nothing's wrong, like I'm fucking delusional, and I don't have no idea of what's coming my way, right? And then And here's how shallow I was at 14. And I think pretty much every guy is shallow at the age of 14. Like, what the fuck are you talking about depth at the age of 14, right? But I was so shallow that she was the only thing that I had. And in this reality that I'm talking about, the Matrix, it was just all her. Like the Roblox world that I'm talking about that I walked through, the floors were her, and the sky was like a widened picture of her, like a fucking silly picture of like eating a burger or something. And then like the fucking in my imagination, the in my imaginary Roblox world that I had, the fucking mug was her, the fucking what's in front of the keyboard was her, mouse. It's literally all her, like plastered, like entire fucking as a 14-year-old, the 360p fucking Roblox world was all her, right? And then that's my bubble of reality, and this is her, and hers was fucking like on a hill, right? And she's a little girl, like she's like fucking not the main. I mean, I guess the main character, but like she's on the side, and she sees this person, the fucking knight in shining armor, and the fucking and he's on a hill on a fucking white horse, and the fucking sunlight drops on him, and it's like glitters, and her world is very clear, very clear, and I'm talking all this shit like it's probably been like fucking 10 minutes, but it was just an instant. Like you know how the bubbles crashed and I was so close to her that I saw the POV change. That's the word that I'm looking for. It was my POV and then her POV, and as if my soul got into her POV, and I saw what she saw, and it was fucking depressing because she was feeling so bad that this unreachable person that she cannot reach, she was so sad about it that she named our kid after him. And being the selfish cunt that I am at 14, and I don't think it's selfish. I'm being it's sad. It's satire, right? It's sarcasm. But I just had this collapse. It wasn't sad. It wasn't hurtful. It was just the realization that I didn't exist to her, like at all, at all. My entire fucking reality was like the Roblox thing. It's kind of funny, but like even in a funny way, you get what I'm saying, right? The floors, her. The skies, her. The fucking trees, okay, her. Like literally everything was her. And then in her world, she was this neglected like little child girl, sad girl, and she was sad because she could not reach this unreachable man on a hill on a white horse in shining armor and sunlight falling on him. And I was nowhere. I did not exist to her at all. And I still remember it very clearly. Like how long is this video? Like 9 minutes. I'm rambling about this one topic for 10 minutes because I clearly fucking remember it, and it was like a levitating experience. Like the entire world's pain on one side, and you not being enough is on the other side. Because I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that was kind of fucking heavy. Like you know. But yeah, some things happen, and I won't say some things happen for good reason. But for me, it was definitely for a good reason because it taught me stuff and taught me to put boundaries that prevent things from happening to me that are even more embarrassing because there was no cheating stuff involved, and even if it was, who the fuck cares about? Like it's not shameful for anybody to get cheated on at 14. Like what the fuck do you know to not be able to get cheated on at 14, right? But because that happened so early, and it was so it's not the word crushing. It was like collapsing. Yeah, it was so collapsing that it helped me put some boundaries that prevented me from being into more embarrassing situations like actual fucking cheating. Like I know guys that got caught, that caught their partner like with another man, like face to face. That should never happen to me because I chose to, since that happening, since that bubble, since saying that like in her world I don't even fucking exist. I put some boundaries, and I said to myself, or I had this conversation. It's long after 14. I'm not having this fucking genius thoughts at 14, but long after this happened, I had a conversation with myself, like, these walls that you are putting up, these are gonna prevent people from entering your life, right? So you're limiting your opportunities. But on the other hand, you get to choose what happens, because all you dumbasses live a life where the choice is on another man's hand or another woman's hand. Let's say you're a girl. Let's just shift the perspective here, right? You're a girl and your man has friends or colleagues or work buddies and blah blah, of the opposite gender, and you're very woke and you're very not insecure, you're not controlling at all, and you're basically very 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 good person, and you're very smart, and I'm the dumb one. To me, being a dumbass, I don't allow none of this fucking bullshittery, and you allow it because you're woke, you're smart, and you're not controlling, and you're not toxic, and blah blah. And what ends up happening is your man, your man's decision of sticking with you is totally dependent on the other girl. Because the other girl is rejecting your man, you're still with him. The moment the other girl says yes, you're out. So I had that conversation with myself, like, do you want to put up all these walls and like fucking alienate yourself from all these opportunities? I didn't think of it as opportunities. English is not my first language, so I'm dealing with very limited vocabulary. But you know what I mean. And the answer was yes. I would like to miss out on these opportunities, but I can also secure myself in a way where I don't fucking feel that thing ever again. Even though it was not like, compared to the shit that you fucks go through, I would think I got off easy. It's very devastating to me, but I got off easy compared to some of the shit you do, because I was a wardrobe to her. Do you guys know what a wardrobe is? Like, it's a big thing made of wood. It has drawers, and you put fucking clothes and the stuff you need. It takes up pretty big space in your room. So I was there in her room. She saw me daily. I saw her daily, but I was not a living thing in her bubble. I was just a fucking furniture, and it felt really bad, and I didn't want to feel like that ever again. So there you go, boundaries.